Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the empty side of the table. This is a new figure we just recently picked up. This is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Universal Monsters crossover, I guess. Casey Jones as the Phantom. Now, I do adore the Universal Monsters franchise, brand, I'm not sure what you'd call it. So this was a natural pickup for me. Never been a fan of TMNT. Early on, I got kind of into the comic. I liked the grittiness of it, black and white, kind of violent for the times. And then the cartoon came out, and I was sorely disappointed. I didn't like how kid-friendly it was, and the colors, the letters on the belts and things like that, because they were afraid that, people wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the turtles. At least that's their excuse behind it. And pretty much every iteration I've seen of the Turtles animated has always just been silly. Never really liked it. I know there's been one or two semi-serious ones. I think there was one animated where they go to, what do they call it? Like a multiverse thing. This one's quite a long time ago. And there was one where it was the dark and gritty Turtles. How I felt they should have been. But anyway, let's take a look at this. These are the other figures in the series. So that's the Mummy. That's the Invisible Man. I'm not sure which Turtles they are, though. I'm not sure who Splinter's supposed to be. Maybe Van Helsing? And that, of course, is April O'Neil as the bride. But the back here is amazing. You almost can't tell upon first blush if that's a painting or the actual figure. It's really, really well done. Looks like an old-timey movie poster. Really cool. Now, way back when we used to order toys for Tower Records, we collected a ton of Universal Monster figures. Like the really big ones. But we had to get rid of a few to make some room. Let's open them up now. So look at that. This is a brilliant figure. Look at all the accessories he has. And he's got 3 different head sculpts. So let's open you up. I've been looking at this figure for quite a while. It's by no means a new figure as far as release. But, is this NECA? Yes. Sometimes the pricing really, really pisses me off. Brilliant figure, great sculpt. I'm not going to pay $50 to $60 for it. I'm sorry. Another one that gets me is the Super 7 figures. I remember when they had a storefront in Japantown Center in San Francisco. I don't know if they're still there. I haven't been there in quite some time. But you go to some place like Target, which is supposed to be, retail, cheap or whatever, and they're still $40 to $50 for a little tiny, early Star Wars figure size. Not super painted or detailed or anything like that, just really, really bare bones simple. Alright, so this is going to take some work to get him out of that package. Oh, he's got a cape too. Nice cloth cape. Cool. Right, this looks like it might be quite easy. Let's see it. Maybe I spoke too soon, yeah? So what exactly is the cape attached to? The cape is taped. So that's a nice surprise. I don't recall seeing a cape anywhere. Well, I guess, yeah. Huh. So what was it I snapped? Okay, that was the arm. Knew that would happen at some point. So we didn't get a true confirmation for Comic-Con. It's probably assumed by his end, but normally at Stockton Con, our good friend Mel will, mention Comic-Con and things like that. Wasn't mentioned this time, but I'm pretty sure we'll be going again this year. If not, no big deal. He's gotten us into this several times. Once, even when he didn't attend, because his booth was there, and he just put our name on the list for the booth. Alright. So let's get you out of here. I've got a couple other NECA figures, or maybe maybe two. I've got Sam from Trick or Treat, and I think it's called the Toll Man from one of those James Wan films. I forgot his name. Brilliant looking figure. That's interesting. I've never seen a figure packaged like that. Wow. Okay, so his trunks are rubberized. That'd be a cummerbund, I'm not sure. Not too terribly much play in the upper torso. Head moves around nicely, look at that. Cool. Hello, Basil. Shoulders move up and out. Not too much play in it. I'm guessing it's because of the trim of the shirt. He's got a nice swivel in the elbow, it looks like, but it's quite stiff. Okay, there we go. What about scary stiff? Here we go. So the elbows aren't double jointed. Guess it doesn't need to be. The legs don't swing up too much, probably because of the trunks. Hello, Basil. The knees are double jointed. Bit hard to play with though. Let's see about the feet. So modest point with the ankles here. No little swivel in the toes. Alright. So I'm anxious to see how we can hold his accessories. Hello, Basil. And oh boy, this is gonna be scary. Well, let's take these out first. So for some reason, my camera likes to cut out after if the video runs too long. I apologize if that happens. Oh, let's put the cape on him. So this is really solid right here. Nice solid plastic. So I'm guessing this doesn't fit over his head. You actually remove his head and put it over the neck stub or whatever. And there's some metal piping or something in the ends of the cape here. So the cape will be kind of posable. Cool. Alright, so unless I can remove his head, we'll get to see if we'll get to see what it looks like with the cape on. Hello, Basil. Excuse me, buddy. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Alright. So I thought this was something that he would hold, but it's actually a new hand. So let's try a hand then. There we go. That was nice. And we're going to want a hand that could grip something. Hello, Basil. Yeah, see, look at how... I know there's only so much they could work with, but these pins are so tiny. And just look as though they would break in a second. And, you know, little trick I'd like to use, as I've mentioned quite often, is if it's a little too stiff and you're a little too timid, just submerge it in some warmed hot water. Hello, Basil. And that'll loosen it up a bit. There we go. Gotta wait to hear that snap. Hello, Basil. Hey, excuse me, buddy. Thank you. Okay, let's try this one then. I'm blissfully ignorant about the sport of hockey and most sports in general, so I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to hold their instruments. I apologize to anyone that is a fan. Oh well. You know, let's try to take off the head now. How do they have them posed with this? Up here. Like that. Okay, that's starting to feel scary. No, alright, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, you can see the ball joint in there, but in trying to remove this, I removed his hairpiece. So I'm going to do a little tricky to try and change the heads out. I wonder, maybe there's an extra one here. There we go. Oh, come on. This video's running a bit long, I apologize. I don't know if I've ever showed it off or anything like that, but one of our biggest collections is from the movie The Crow. Always been a fan of it since it first came out, and I was a huge fan of the comic book, as I worked in a comic book store when it first came out, and I thought it was quite brilliant. Nothing against the dude they got playing the Avatar, but I am greatly disappointed at the stills. I'm trying not to pass judgment, but from what people are talking about, it looks pretty horrible. Alright, I better wrap this up. So look at that. Hello, Basil. Hey, buddy. Oh, he just jumped on my lap. Right. This is a cool figure. Battery's about to go out, so this has been the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters Casey Jones Phantom of the Opera figure. Quite happy with it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Always be kind.